The Strait of Hormuz may be the most dangerous strip of water on Earth right now. Iran says the passage is under its control and warns military ships to stay back. The United States says it will start blockading maritime traffic going to and from Iranian ports. And with Chinese-linked tankers already moving through the area, the risk of a wider confrontation is suddenly very real. This is not just a regional dispute. The Strait of Hormuz sits between Iran and Oman and is one of the world's most important energy choke points. It is only about 33 kilometers wide at its narrowest point. Roughly a fifth of global oil consumption passes through it. Reuters reports that more than 20 million barrels a day moved through the strait on average last year. Iran's Revolutionary Guards say any military vessels approaching the strait would be treated as a breach of the current ceasefire. They also say the waterway is open for non-military shipping, but only under what they call specific regulations. That is a major point of tension because international law does not give a coastal state the right to simply turn an international strait into a permission-based checkpoint. The UN's Maritime Agency has already warned that tolls or restrictions there would set a dangerous precedent. The U.S. Central Command says its blockade starts April 13th and will apply to vessels of all nations that are entering or departing Iranian ports and coastal areas. But CENTCOM also says it will not block freedom of navigation for ships transiting the strait to and from non-Iranian ports. In plain English, Washington is trying to pressure Iran economically without fully shutting the whole choke point. Whether that distinction holds once ships are being stopped at sea is another question entirely. Reuters reported that 2 China-flagged supertankers recently cleared Hormuz transit during the ceasefire window. That does not automatically mean a US-China clash is imminent, but it shows Chinese-linked commercial shipping is directly in the traffic flow any enforcement could affect. Markets are already reacting, and oil jumped above $100 a barrel after the talks collapsed, and the US announced the blockade. That matters because Hormuz is not just about Iran. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, the UAE, and Qatar all depend heavily on the route. Any sustained disruption can ripple into fuel prices, inflation, and global supply chains. So the real story is, this Iran is trying to turn leverage over the strait into strategic power. The US is trying to isolate Iran without shutting the entire lane, and China is an unavoidable stakeholder because its energy lifelines run through these waters. One misread move at sea could turn a pressure campaign into an international crisis.